I'm a teenager with a microphone, and today I want to talk to you about the internet. Why is it like this? I feel like every day I just see these really stupid, unproductive arguments that aren't even like good arguments. Like there's nothing. It's just nothing. I feel bad for saying it, but I kind of miss like 2017 big dramas. Like the big dramas back then were like, like someone did something terrible. Like that was insane. It was the biggest thing of the week. But now it's just kind of like the daily slop. Like it's nothing anymore. It's really just like slop. Speaking of slop, AI, it's everywhere, and I feel like it used to just be on like Facebook and maybe like Blogger, if that's still a thing. I don't know, but I feel like it used to only be on like that side of the internet, and now it's just everywhere. Like you go on YouTube, you go on Twitter, Instagram, maybe. You go on there, it's just everywhere. It's inescapable, and I hate it, and it sucks. But what are we to do about it? Make a website, and then like there's gonna be a nifty little intro sequence here.
Let's go back to a website. Come on, back to a website.
I want to start this by saying that this is not an HTML tutorial. I'm not nearly qualified enough to teach that kind of thing, but I'll have a few good tutorials linked in the description that I'll probably mention later. And if you clicked on this thinking it was going to be an HTML tutorial, I'm sorry, and you can like go watch those now if you want. I don't, like, you can leave. I'm not, I don't know you. But anyway, I feel like a big problem with the internet currently is like the lack of personality. Like pretty much every website has its own Twitter, its own TikTok, whatever. It all feels the same, you know? And that's a problem that didn't really exist like 2 decades ago. Back when GeoCities was a thing, like pretty much everyone that had a computer and a decent knowledge of it had their own website. Like just any random person had a website about their interests, music they liked, whatever, and it was really cool, and I really liked that. And so a few months ago, after playing through Hypnospace Outlaw, good game by the way, you should play it, I decided to make a website. And so with no prior knowledge whatsoever, like I had no idea how to do an HTML, I pulled up NeoCities, which is the service that I'm gonna be talking about. You can use whatever hosting service you want though, I don't care. Made an account and started tooling around with it, and after like a week of just learning and experimenting, I had a website I was genuinely proud of. It's not perfect or really good by any means, but it's mine, and I made it, and I had fun doing so. And I think that's something I can't really say about a lot of platforms. I also want to say that I'm not saying that you should like delete all of your accounts and just replace them with a website. I understand that if you're like an artist or anything, that it's a lot easier to get discovered if you're posting in an algorithm based context, you know? Like I totally get that. But I feel like you can have both. Like you can have your like more public accounts, and then you can also have like a personal just website going on. I think that's like a good balance to have, maybe. So basically I have like a challenge, kind of, that seems too silly, but like I've got like a bet, I guess. So go to NeoCities or any hosting platform, whatever, I don't care, I'm not your dad. Go through the tutorial and then give it like a week or so. Like see if making a website is something that you want to do. And I have a feeling that it might be, because it's really fun, surprisingly. It's not that hard to learn. Like I'm not good at learning things, and I learned it in like a day or two. Yeah. And then If you get stuck, go to W3 Schools or stackoverflow, or even like Reddit as a last resort. And any problem that you have, someone has had before, and like you can just find an answer to it. You don't have to be stuck forever. And that's pretty much it. I know this is a very short video. I didn't put that much effort into it, but I just wanted to, you know, talk about this. This is something I'm like really passionate about, and it's just something I wanted to share. And I'll have my website and everything that I've mentioned here linked in the description. So like if you want to check those out, which I really recommend, especially the tutorials, go do that. And if you end up making a website, feel free to share it, because I'd love to sign your guest book. Anyway, bye.